heyzeus has been a staple in the CS community for years, but I want to expose him for being an absolute... Okay, put your pitchforks down. If you're coming here for some sick gamer drama, you're not going to get it. I was waiting to see if someone else wanted to try this topic, but no one has. I guess it's time to get started. I would like to cover some drama that has surrounded one of his recent videos regarding scams within the CS scene and his personal experience of seeing his fans get scammed. This video covers the very difficult topic of cash trading in CSGO. Under normal circumstances, you would sell on a third-party site and get somewhere around a market price for your item. This takes time. By doing a cash trade, you get what is essentially an instant sale, but the person purchasing your item won't give you full market price for it. I would like to reiterate that if you're not in a rush, it's better to sell off of a third-party site as you will get better returns for your items. Now here's why cash trading is so tricky. One of the main factors that plays into the price a cash trader is willing to pay is the liquidity of the item. It's easier to sell an op Asimov at market price than to sell something like a Redline Katowice 2014 craft at the estimated market price. Here's a list of things that the CS community is regularly willing to pay over market price for. Rare stickers: Katowice 2014, Katowice 2015, Cologne 2014, Krakow 2017 golds, various other stickers that are extremely expensive today. There's also very low float items, especially if they're used often in trade-ups like an Operation Collection, but there's also very high floats, and something like a #1 highest float skin also gets overpay. Just to show how tricky it can be, let's talk about karambits and clean corners. Just because your karambit is a low float doesn't mean it will have a better corner than a karambit with a higher float. It pretty much goes against what you know about CS skins, doesn't it? Karambit corners are unique, and that makes them tricky. Pattern-wise, there's also overpay. The main patterns that people worry about are case hardens and all of the different tiers and types of blue gems. Don't think that's the only skin that has unique patterns. CS has tons of them. In my opinion, the reason why heyzeus' video received the backlash that it did is because of the current market situation. High tier items are generally purchased on buff, and people have been paying some really high prices just to get balance on the site. Without a Chinese bank account or Alipay, you need to get balance from another person. Someone with a Chinese account that can transfer to you, or someone who's sold skins and has balance on the site. Not too long ago, people were begging to get rid of their balance, sometimes as low as 95%, while covering the 2.5% fee for the transfer. Nowadays, you see people paying 100% or more, and they cover the 2.5% fee. So why does all this matter? Well, the harder it is to move an item, the lower the percentage goes. And if the market gets harder to enter, people will pay more. This is where the drama exists. Included in this video is a scale that basically goes from 85 to 92%. It expresses that it could be higher depending on the item. The main talking point was the screen after where heyzeus says 85% isn't bad.
If someone is taking 85% does not mean they're ripping people off. In fact, in my experience, people who take rates like that are much more willing to accept rare and exotic patterns that are hard to sell and overpay better for things like floats.
Now, I'm not going to act like I'm a massive cash trader that has done hundreds of deals, but I'm also not someone without experience or doesn't know the scene. 85% is a legitimate emergency sale price. Is it a scam to purchase at 85%? No. I even had an argument about this on Reddit some time ago. Big cash traders that do these trades all day every day should profit from these items. They are giving a service and running it like a business. That does not bother me. When dealing with these difficult to sell items, the only way to get them off of your hands in a reasonable amount of time is by undercutting the market. If you purchase an item for 85% and then sell on buff for 90%, chances are it's going to sell relatively quick. If you purchase for 90% but try to sell at 95%, That could potentially be an extra month where your money is stuck. But that's the problem here. It is treated like a business. Big cash traders like Zipple, Anomaly, heyzeus as of recently, and various others with a large media presence play a different game. People come running to them to try and offload their skins. The traders who don't have that social media presence don't get the same offers. Under fairly normal market circumstances, you can find many people on Twitter, probably in the hundreds, willing to pay 90 to 95%. When the market is down, like this last summer, I have seen people offering literally 100% full market price for desirable items like heyzeus stickers and howls. This was when the M4A1 got buff and the howl crashed in price. You won't get 100% today. In most of the cash deals I've done, it's 95% for a skin, knife, or relatively desirable sticker. For low float and stickered skins, I would only do 90%. I have had a person reject my 90% offer because someone else who liked the skin offered him 95%. You see, that's where the problem lies. When dealing with large cash traders, this statement is mostly true. For the majority of the scene, if they actively want to purchase items, they will absolutely offer more than 92%. I have purchased items for 92%. I have also sold items for higher than 92%. While it may not seem like much, when you're dealing with higher tier items, that extra 3% could be hundreds of dollars. I'll go back to the Reddit post I made. Assurance and convenience. When you have a fanbase like heyzeus, there's going to be many people who have little to no experience in the scene watching your videos. They especially won't understand how to navigate a space like Twitter, which is generally the hub for CS traders. By giving a definitive answer about pricing that heyzeus himself and some of his colleagues that he knows and trusts will offer, it reduces the risk of one of his fans talking to the wrong person. Large cash traders will offer up to 92%. Scammers and smaller, less known traders will offer 95%. That guy with 1,000 followers on Twitter offering 95% could be a well-known trader in the scene, but it could also be a scammer who botted his followers. It reduces the risk of someone potentially getting scammed, and when you look at it that way, maybe framing it this way was the more ethical and smarter option. So when I edited through this video, I realized that I didn't mention that the video that heyzeus uploaded is actually a pretty good video, and I do recommend you guys go check it out. Depending on what you think about the prices, just ignore that. Watch the rest of the video, there's some really useful information there.